You've just entered room 13A, a place where real nightmares live. Close the door behind you if you can. Snapchat was supposed to be harmless fun. Quick pictures. Silly filters. Moments that disappear after a few seconds. But that's exactly why it's so terrifying. Some of the most disturbing things ever caught on camera weren't meant to last. They weren't meant to be analyzed frame by frame. They weren't meant to live forever. But once someone screenshots them or shares them, it's too late. These are 5 of the scariest Snapchats ever sent, and the terrifying stories behind them. Some came from strangers, some from people you thought you could trust, and some have no explanation at all. Turn off your Snap Map. Check your locks. And whatever you do, don't open messages from people you don't recognize. Snapchat, there's someone in your room. It was supposed to be an ordinary night. Ashley was a college freshman living in her dorm when she got a Snapchat from an unknown username. It was a photo of her dorm room. From inside, the caption read, "You left your window unlocked." She froze. Ashley lived on the 3rd floor. The only way into her room was the locked front door, or that window. She immediately checked. It was open. Her roommate hadn't been home all day. Ashley ran to the RA, who called campus security. When they searched the room, they found nothing. But when they reviewed security footage, they saw a figure in a hoodie climbing out of Ashley's window just minutes before she arrived with security. To this day, she doesn't know who it was or how they got in. All she knows is that they were inside long enough to take that picture and to make sure she saw it. Snapchat, don't look behind you. Jay was driving home late when his phone buzzed. A Snapchat notification. He opened it at a red light. It was a photo of his car. The back of his head was visible through the driver's side window. The caption? Don't look behind you. Jay slammed his brakes, heart pounding. He immediately called 911, but by the time police arrived, the car tailing him was gone. They checked his Snap. The account had already been deleted. No username. No trace. The police said it was probably a prank. But Jay knew better. Because that night, when he checked his home security footage, he saw something that made his blood run cold. That same car had followed him all the way into his driveway and sat there for 6 minutes before slowly driving away. Snapchat, the man in the filter. Filters are supposed to be harmless. Dog ears. Funny faces. Cartoon eyes. But what if a filter catches something you can't see? That's what happened to Emma. She was home alone, playing with filters on her couch. She turned the camera to selfie mode and tapped the dog filter. It didn't latch onto her face. It latched onto the empty hallway behind her. She laughed nervously and turned around. No one was there. But when she switched filters, it kept happening. Every filter recognized a second face, always in the same spot. Emma took a screenshot and sent it to her friend. Moments later, she heard a loud bang from that hallway. She ran outside and waited for her roommate. When they searched the apartment together, they found nothing. But Emma swears she saw a faint outline in that screenshot. A pale, gaunt face staring back at her. Snapchat, come outside. This one might be the most disturbing of them all. Kevin was home alone one weekend when he got a Snapchat from his ex-girlfriend. They hadn't spoken in months. It was a photo of his front porch. The caption, come outside. Kevin texted her immediately. Why are you at my house? No reply. He peeked through the blinds. No one was there. He messaged again. Still nothing. Then came a second snap. A picture of his backyard. Caption, come on, don't make me wait. Kevin called the cops. When they arrived, they found footprints in the snow, leading from his porch to his backyard, and then disappearing into the woods. The number was traced. It wasn't his ex. It wasn't anyone Kevin knew. The account was made that same night and deleted minutes later. Snapchat, the last thing she sent, our last story, doesn't have an ending because it's still unsolved. Haley was 19 when she disappeared after leaving a party. She was last seen walking home around 1:30 a.m. At 1:42, she sent a Snapchat to her best friend. It was dark and blurry, but you can make out her terrified face, illuminated by a car's headlights. The caption just said, help. Her phone died minutes later. They found her bag and shoes in a ditch 2 miles from the party. But Haley was never seen again. To this day, that Snapchat is the last trace of her. Police still don't know who was in that car or what happened to her after she pressed send. 5 Snapchats. 5 moments of pure fear. Some were warnings. Some were cries for help. And some will never be explained. If you think your snaps disappear forever, think again. Sometimes, they're the only evidence of something truly horrifying. Which one chilled you the most? Let me know in the comments. And remember, not every message is meant to be opened.